Detecting target. The date November the 18th, 7:45. XP Go Terrain V3. XP Metal Detectors YouTube site has got a video up. If you're interested in this is not tied directly to XP metal detectors. You can use this with any metal detector. I guess the requirement is you need a cell phone maybe. Okay. You can read more about this at XP's metaldetector.com. You see it there in their blog subforum there. There's some more talk about it. Okay. So if you're interested, no matter what brand detector you use. Okay, a little more information here. Some of the targets I dug yesterday with that HF2 called JS2, I have looked at on my little laboratory here. Okay? I could duplicate what I seen on that fuse that I dug. I've got a pretty good idea of the orientation. I looked at that pull ring with a beaver tail. I looked at that smaller, square, folded piece of Kenslaw. All of those targets on my little laboratory here behaved very, very similar to what I saw in the ground yesterday. Okay? I believe that was my 4th time in the wild. Now, I did do a few sweeps here in the yard, you know. That would be considered in the wild. But 4 longer duration hunts, the results were practically carbon copies of one another. Select digging, looking for ring-shaped enclosures. Alright, I dug no foil as diggers. I dug no Kenslaw as diggers. Okay? Ground was on the milder side, okay? I'm not even sure I would rate it as medium mineralized. Definitely not high mineralized. Those platinum and gold rings reading lower, which they would probably generally be smaller, likely can be plucked with that HF2 coil and leave some of that smaller Kenslaw and fall behind. Alright? So you've got these people out here running these VLF machines. They're running their disc and their knots trying to dodge most of that small bullshit. Or some of the smaller stuff. Not necessarily the pinhead stuff, but you don't know what they're doing inside, boys. You know, everybody thinks they're slick out there with their metal detectors. Well, they may be too slick. And you can go in there with that JS2 and probably run about a 40. You could even go down to 42. You could 11 to 42. Leave your iron range open because you need to hear the iron. Not yet, baby, to about 11 to 42, 29 kilohertz. If you're going to use the 89 kilohertz band as a hunt program, probably increase that 4 points, not just a 46. There probably won't be a whole lot of smaller gold and platinum rings escape you. Alright. Just remember, I don't know the lowest reporting ring out there made of gold or platinum in the world. I don't know what it is. Alright. I showed you the real deal. That camera's powerful, ain't it? That Kenslaw and that rectangular little gizmo yesterday you would have had to have dug that with a whole lot of metal detectors. Especially that little rectangular square looking piece of folded can saw. You would have dug that with probably every detector out there. That sat yesterday. Targets were in close proximity, meaning the maskers. The good targets, that call being the small footprint, is the cat's meow for a site like that. Not a 9-inch round, not a 10-inch round, not an 11-inch round, that footprint. We'll see what happens here if, based on what I'm seeing, there should be some folks out there reporting some gold ring finds. Maybe they'll do some videos like I did, digging a few of the called no diggers for confirmation. Alright, that's what that was all about, boys. I called them no diggers and I dug them for you. Okay. I did relay the video I did yesterday talking about this. Correlate what whites had on their machines. I relayed that to XP, and here's why. Their machine right now with that HF2 call is the closest animal out there for behavior. So I relayed this to them since that machine is updatable, and the software manager forwarded it to their research and development team. Okay? If another machine would have been behaving like this HF2 call and a manufacturer produced it, I would have sent them the same information. But there's no such one out there. But I've not run the Versa machine. I don't have one. Alright. I don't have any favorites, boys. I just show them. I don't make them. That's going to conclude the detecting talk of the day.